good to see you all. I'm delighted. There's a lot going on at the start of a new semester, but I'm just so delighted to have the opportunity to congratulate our scholars. Congratulations to our scholars. You make us so proud. You make us so proud. Such a shining example of Matador excellence and a commitment to public service and to the communities that we all live in. We appreciate it. We're very excited to watch you continue to grow beyond the university. So congratulations on being a Campanella Scholar. It's a really wonderful, wonderful thing. So congratulations to all of you. I also wanted to express my profound appreciation for the very special relationship between the Campanella and Dodger Foundations and the university in support of physical therapy. I was telling a couple of them, the dean knows, the last time she saw me I was in a big boot. I am no longer in a boot. I am back in tennis shoes, not grown-up shoes yet, but tennis shoes, which I prefer because of my physical therapist. So, you know, I think so many times we see in the course of our own lives and lives of the community the ways in which physical therapists really transform people's lives. Mobility is critically important, something that I was not paying a lot of attention to until I desperately needed a physical therapist to help me regain that level of functioning. So, so appreciate that. Ray Campanella's story is such an important example of the ways in which physical therapy transforms lives. And an example of sort of resilience and determination and unbreakable spirit, going from being a 3-time MVP baseball player through a devastating injury, and then to a life of renewed and high purpose, and something so very important. So then to be in a situation here at the university where this very special relationship between the foundations and the students allows our students to fulfill their own potential and their own sense of purpose in the community in which they care deeply is just a wonderful, wonderful thing. So I just wanted to say, enjoy your event. I wish that I could stay. I want to thank our faculty and our staff for their incredible work in facilitating our students' journeys. Can we get a round of applause for faculty and staff? Appreciate you. And thanks for coming together. I'm glad I was able to swing by and just say it's partnerships like this that allow us to continue to do the good work that we do. And the support for our students, the financial support is tremendously important. But it's not just the financial support. It's also the idea that there are leaders in our community, pillars of our community who believe in them, who believe in their future as physical therapists and members of our broader community is really powerful. It's the best of what we can do when we come together in commitment to our shared future, building a healthier future for all of us. So thanks for letting me say a couple of words. Enjoy your lunch, enjoy the program, and thank you. We really appreciate it.
You are in a small group of students who've been selected for this honor, and we know how important it is to be able to give this kind of support to our students. I know you all have really inspiring stories. I think this is my 3rd or 4th year of being at this event, and every year I leave this event feeling really impressed with the students we have in our program and feeling really fortunate that you have chosen to come to CSUN to do your physical therapy degree, because there are certainly other options elsewhere. So thank you for choosing us, and thank you for representing us and representing us well. I also want to thank our faculty and staff. When we look around this room, when we think about the work that our faculty do and the work that our staff do, I certainly understand their commitment, our commitment to making sure that our students are successful. And as brilliant as our students may be, we wouldn't be able to educate students, we wouldn't be able to offer the kinds of opportunities that we offer to our students without the faculty and staff that we have. So I want to say a warm thanks to our faculty and staff and encourage you to keep doing the wonderful things that you're already doing. Joni Campanella is a friend, and it is really always a pleasure to sit with her at this event and to sit with her at other times during the year and to hear not just the stories of her childhood and her parents and so on, but just to have conversations with Joni. There's always a laugh, there's always something interesting. But this partnership that's been going on for so long, and I looked at the brochure and we've had conversations, and I think we've had over 200 scholars through this program. And initially it was a program with the Campanella Foundation, and then the Dodgers came on board at a later date. But 200 scholars, that's now a cadre of students, a cadre of alumni who can do different kinds of things in the community. So I want to thank Joni and the Dodgers Foundation for their ongoing support of us and their partnership with us. And even though the Campanella Scholarship is really the high point of what we do with the Dodgers, we also have other opportunities with them. And a partnership of 15 plus years or so, it's really a tremendous partnership for our program and in physical therapy and for the university. There are a number of us who could never be where we are without scholarships. I couldn't be standing in front of you today without having donors who support our scholarships are very important, and it's not just about saying that in spheres like this, but also saying that to them and thanking them for their commitment to us and our students. And for you students to understand how when you get a scholarship, there is a responsibility that comes with that. There's a responsibility that comes with being educated, I think. That you have that scholarship, you do the absolute best you can, but that the scholarship and what you're able to do is not just about you. And if any of you have heard me speak before, you would have heard this. Our responsibility when we move forward is not to move forward individually. We move forward as a community, but it's also to reach back and bring other people with us. So having received these scholarships, once you
of baseball, and how he really felt about having a physical therapist and the role that you play in all of this. And the thing that caught me today walking in, and I think they've been playing that song for a while, It's a Wonderful World. Oh my God, the emotion I felt today in hearing that, that was a song that actually the Dodgers had come up with, who helped put together his memorial, and they played that song there. And that was such a perfect song for how my dad felt. He felt after his accident and the challenges that he went through, that this really was a wonderful world, and he brought joy to everybody that he spoke to and so on. So I just, I'm very appreciative, and when I look around this room and just am overwhelmed at seeing you guys, working with the Dodgers and all the fine faculty here. So it's just very touching to me. So first of all, I'd like to say congratulations on being this year's scholarship recipients. Having this luncheon to recognize you means the world to me, because it's actually through you that my parents' dream continues to live. My family is eternally grateful to the Los Angeles Dodgers Foundation for continuing to support their dream for the need for qualified, diverse, and culturally sensitive physical therapists, and for keeping my dad's legacy alive and his star shining bright. Thank you again so much through the foundation. You guys are amazing. Many of you, I know, have had to overcome obstacles to pursue your dreams of becoming a physical therapist. Some of you are the first in your family probably to go to college. Being the first does require a lot of courage and determination. Now those are some of the qualities my dad is known for, his courage and determination, and as we were hearing today as a theme, his resilience. Coming right after Jackie Robinson and integrating Major League Baseball's lily white fields of dreams, they both faced and endured a lot of in-your-face bigotry, constant racial slurs. I mean, fans were throwing things on the field at them while they were trying to play from their seats. Other ball players that they played against did things to, to make it and that they could not do well, and said things, to them. And to even have to endure going off the field and the bigotry and racism that was going on in the dugout itself among their own teammates. So it was a lot, but I think, when we think about it, what does it take to endure? Courage, determination, and keeping your eye on the ball. That was a saying that my father always used to say. And his eye on the ball for him was playing his best and winning. Because if you give your best, you cannot be ignored. Keep winning in what you're going after. Show courage when you run into obstacles and people who don't support you. Tommy Lasorda, the former manager of the Dodgers, said that the wheelchair was not a cross that he bore, but it was a throne of inspiration and courage. I believe, and I thought about this this go around, just the fact when I was thinking about the kind of courage my father had. And I think maybe you're born with courage, or does it develop? I'm not really sure. But I believe the courage that he had was also gained from what he faced when integrating into Major League Baseball. It was that same courage, I believe, that prepared him for the biggest challenge of his life, the loss of all his mobility after his near-death car crash. My dad was an inspiration to many of the disabled population. During what I call, or we refer to as his second life, he visited many hospitals and rehab centers and would always say that their lives were not over as long as they had their minds. My dad used to say that so often, that even though everything else was taken away from him, he had his mind. He said the minds were more powerful than their bodies. That is how he lived and persevered. He always had his mind to accomplish what he wanted. He raised a family of 5 children who all attended college, all from a wheelchair and all being a quad. He ran his own business and continued to be involved with baseball, coaching, and being an ambassador in the community for the Dodgers. So much of your job as a physical therapist is not just helping with the physical aspects, but the mental aspects of helping your clients fight back from challenging circumstances, no matter what it is. I mean, it can be like Dr. Beck was talking about the fact that she, with her feet and her foot. I had surgery on my toe a couple of years ago, and just being able to walk again or feel confident and, having someone, that cheerleader to say, hey, it's going to get better. You can see the improvement and you're helping somebody through that. As was said, my dad was a 3-time MVP award winner. Vince Scully said that although Roy was a most valuable player 3 times, he will be remembered for being a most valuable person. In many ways, you will be the MVP in your clients' lives, the most valuable person. So congratulations again. I wish you the best in everything that you're gonna do. It's just wonderful to see you, and I look forward to meeting each one of you and hearing your stories, and thank you so much.
With the Dodgers Foundation, and just to see how this partnership has grown and flourished. Before I get started, I just wanted to start off by saying that I hope all of you, your loved ones, are safe as we've navigated the last couple of weeks and these devastating fires in our communities. And when we think about the theme of today of resilience, it's been demonstrated over the last few weeks as the community has come together, and we're going to see it for the coming years as it will take many years to rebuild and regrow together. And so I just wanted to start off with that. And then thank you, Dean Best, again for your partnership and your leadership and welcoming us here today. We're so happy to be partners with CSUN in this effort. And of course, a heartfelt thank you to Joni, our partner in this, and just so proud to be with you and to continue honoring your father's powerful legacy. So thank you so much. And congratulations to the class of 2025, our scholars. So excited to meet you all today. Each of you I know has a unique story, and you worked so hard to get here. We're excited to celebrate not only your achievements here today, but the future that you have ahead. As was mentioned earlier, and as the years continue to get longer, I can't believe that this program has had over 200 scholars, and I'm so proud that with this class today, LADF has been able to be a part of 161 of those stories. We're so proud of that partnership historically, and I know it's going to go on.
My name is Merle Lopez. I am a third-year DPT student, and I am class number 67. I decided to go into PT initially dealing with my own injuries from baseball and football, but more recently I've had more of a rejuvenation in why I want to do PT because of my godfather that had a stroke recently. So being able to help him through that is an added motivation for me throughout PT. Campanella Scholarship is helping me with my goals because it is helping me with as a form of financial aid to pay for tuition, and as well as a commuter, I actually drive an hour to and from campus from Oxnard, so it's going to be a huge help in that aspect as well. The scholarship means a lot. It's just, I'm very grateful to be able to receive this honor. I know there was plenty of candidates to choose from, and the fact that my story was able to touch people in the way where they resonated with them is a huge honor.
Hi everybody, my name is Merle Lopez, and just as Jesus earlier, I'm actually from Oxnard, California as well. That's actually something really nice to know about you. We can talk about later. So pictured here is one of the younger pictures of me up top. Up to the middle and to the right is a picture of my family and I, which are some of the most important people in my life. That was actually following, so I tore my UCL playing football in high school as a senior, and I played with it torn for the last 3 games of the season. And my first game back, this was something they kind of greeted me with and surprised me with on the way back from that injury. And on the bottom is a picture of us in one of our laps. From an immigrant family, my grandfather actually worked in the field as well. He had 3 sons and 3 daughters. My mom, pictured here in the photo with me. While in high school, I was part of the Fort Wyoming Police Explorers program, where one of my solidified I want to be a PT. And it taught me along the way that no matter how hard you work, sometimes putting the work in is going to get you the results that you want. Is actually from a few weeks ago. We have one of the faculty members here that helped us along the way, Dr. Roller. She was extremely helpful in this whole process. And one of my classmates here, Andrew, who will be coming up shortly, he was along for the trip as well. We worked in the Da Nang Orthopedic and Rehabilitation Hospital. And here we were able to work with faculty and kind of bounce ideas off each other, where it's not us teaching them only, they're teaching us.
Morales. I am third year, class 67. I decided to go into physical therapy because I was looking for a career that I can help others and feel fulfilled at the end of the day. And helping others to achieve their like greatest self and be able to go through life independently and maximize their abilities through mobility and maximize their health is super important to me, and being able to do that as a physical therapist was the best way I saw to do. Campanella Scholarship in partnership with the Dodgers Foundation really helps me to achieve my goals as a physical therapy student and begin my career as a physical therapist, because it just eases the financial burden that tuition and some of the other costs associated with attending the program kind of add up to be, much like some of the other people in my cohort. And thank you to the Campanella family and the Dodgers Foundation, CSUN, the faculty, my fellow cohort classmates, everybody for just everything that you've done to help me get to this point. As I'll kind of show, it takes a lot of people to get one person here, and I know that we all have our own stories, so yeah, just thank you for being a part of mine. This is my family. A little bit about myself. First, like it's been mentioned, I'm a little nervous, so I'm a little all over the place. I just have like a few clip notes, so I'll try to refer those as I go along. But I'm 34 years old. I'm from Ventura County, California, which just like Merle and Jesus, born in Ventura, raised in Oxnard, moved to Camarillo in about 3rd grade, and then went for undergrad, actually near Pasadena, where I was ready to go because I hadn't really heard from CSUN, and thank God I heard from CSUN because I think it was like one of the coldest winters ever, and I shoveled snow once for fun, and it wasn't fun. And so thank you. Yeah. Anyways, getting back to this. This is just like a small snippet of my family. I'm the oldest cousin of 25 plus first cousins, and being the oldest, I've story and hearing how a person was that to help him be resilient and be brave is, if I could do that for one person, that'd be amazing. If I could do that for multiple people, that would be incredible. So yeah, so that it's an easy career to like have a life for, because to have that kind of impact is awesome. It's really awesome. Yeah. So at CSUN, as Merle just mentioned, we just got back from Vietnam, and that was an incredible experience that I'm very lucky. I always have said, as long as I can remember, that I'm just like extremely, extremely lucky. I always say that I'm lucky. I always say that I'm blessed, and like, yeah, so to be able to be there and experience that and then bring some of those experiences home with me has just been really great. And so I hope to continue like using the things that I learned. Throughout growing up in Southern California, it was just an easy fit to slide right into the Dodger fandom and show my support for them throughout the years, and having such a great team makes it easy to root for.
Hi, my name is Eduardo Teran. I'm class 67 in my 3rd year of our CSUN physical therapy program. Because I've been a massage therapist for 15 years, and it's not enough to tell me what's going on with my clients. So I need more tools. By helping my wife take just a little bit of a break toward the end of this program, she's been supporting us in our finances while I go to school full time. And if we can ease her burden just a little bit, I'll be ever so grateful. So that's what I'm taking out of this. It means that my mentors recognize my hard work, and they think that I'm ready to step into my dream career.
Stories, not that I wasn't nervous already. Thank you so much to all my wonderful mentors and faculty, and to both foundations for making this day happen. It's a huge help to our family, and I'd like to introduce you to them. So this is my boy, Felix. He was born 2 months before I started the Doctoral Physical Therapy program. And he's been there helping me study since day one. I didn't know I was going to get into this program until a couple of weeks before it started. So we had to make a choice pretty instantly to trust in my village at home to watch him while I'm here, do my very best to achieve my dreams. So this is me and some of my classmates. We've gotten to do a lot of really cool stuff. I've gotten to volunteer with UCLA club sports. I got to work with Dr. Stewart over at Henry Mayo Hospital this last summer. The picture all the way to the right, that's us at the Heart Walk last year, and I don't get a lot of time to join in some of these activities with my classmates, so every chance that I get to be a part of it, you can see my little man's in the stroller there, because I got to bring him with me, and then, you know, having a child in this program, it can't always be an excuse that I've got a kid in order to continue doing the things that I want to do, both socially and academically. My family in Mexico, so my parents were deported back in 2008. I was 18 at the time, and I chose to stay here and build exactly the kind of life that I want for myself. I learned from that event that we don't know how things will change. Life is very short, and there's no time to do anything but follow your passion, to find it and to make it happen. And so every chance that I get every year, I go and visit my parents and remind them of the wonderful boy that's their blood. And so you can see all the way to the left, that's him at 6 months, a year later, right in the middle there, ready fit to be cooked. And just this past winter break, my little man eating his first burrito. And I could not possibly be here without my wonderful wife, Lena. We've been together a long time, and it didn't scare her at all to maneuver our son through multiple airports to get to Chihuahua, Mexico, to go and visit my parents, because that's what we have to do. And just showing the passing resemblance there, it's uncanny, but they're both just as mischievous and troublesome and wonderful as I could ever hope to have. So again, I'm just very, very grateful to both the foundations, to CSUN for letting me build my dreams here.
My name is Angel Avina. I am a second-year DPT student from class 68. I chose to go to PT because my dad got into a car accident, and I got exposed to PT. Testing, sorry. Hello everyone, my name's Angel Avina. That's little me. I got some emotions, as you can tell, as a little kid. First and foremost, I just want to say thank you to the Campanella family and the Dodgers Foundation. Without your guys' help, I would not be able to go through school. I'll go through that more later, but I just wanted to get it in there real quick. That picture was Game 5 of the NLDS this past season. Me and my friend Brandon, who was a former Campanella scholar himself last year, we went to baseball games, and it was a great time. First and foremost, I wouldn't be here without my family. That's my dad on the far left photo, my mom in the middle photo, me and my sister, and then I have a little brother in the wedding photo with the gray tux. To my left, I'm in the middle, black suit. But family's very important to me. I'm Hispanic, so I just grew up around all my family. As you can tell, that's a big Christmas gathering. I graduated from CSUN in 2020 during COVID with my bachelor's in science in exercise science, kinesiology. So I'm pretty homegrown. I was born in Northridge Hospital also. So I've been around here for a long time. I thought about leaving, going out of state or whatever, but once I got accepted into CSUN's DPT program, it was pretty easy for me to say yes, you know. Like I said, family's a big, important thing for me, and to be really close to them was just the ideal scenario, obviously, and I learned about the Dodgers Foundation stuff, which is was another thing that kind of pushed me towards being here, and CSUN's program itself having like a pro bono clinic where we help underserved communities. Keep staying involved in the community, and I'm just so grateful and blessed to be here. I'm very nervous, but it's this is who I am. It's a little about me. I know we have everyone else to go through, so I just want to say once again, thank you so much for your time, and thank you.
My name is Chris Huerta, second year physical therapy student here at Cal State Northridge, part of cohort 6. Got into physical therapy is it's such a unique profession where it allows you to address different fields. It allows you to deal with the psychological, the physical aspect. And growing up, I had a issue with vestibular, so I had to go through occupational therapy in addition to physical therapy, which hindered me from doing sports, which later on progressed to me being exposed to physical therapy again when I broke my ankle playing basketball. And since then, it kind of progressed from there with the development and love for treating others and making genuine connection. Achieving the Campanella Scholarship is a great honor. It helps me be able to pay for tuition, pay for books, pay for parking, all the additional things that go along with it. But someone like myself, I also work while attending school as well. So being able to help supplement that income not only allows me to focus more on my studies, but also allows me to spend more time with my loved ones who are getting older, essentially. My grandfather passed away in 2020, and unfortunately my grandmother likes to remain independent, but my parents are working still, so I'm able to, with this money, be able to take more of that time that we spent working to be able to help take care of her, and being the medical professional and field that I'm in, be able to go to those appointments and help her get the adequate care that receiving this scholarship is a dream come true. I'm a lifelong Dodger fan, born blue, raised up. I was born in Pasadena and bounced between my parents and my grandparents' house in Lincoln Heights, so I grew up pretty close to the stadium, always watching games. So being able to be a part of this great organization, a small piece of it, and receiving the scholarship is a confirmation that I'm progressing in the right way for my career. So just to be able to have that confirmation from my family, and as well as the Campanella Foundation and the Dodgers Foundation, is something that's going to be very special to me going forward.
Chris Huerta. So here's some photos of me when I was a kid. So my parents are there, Carlos and Irma. I was born in Pasadena, California, but bounced between San Gabriel, where my family lived, and my grandparents, who helped basically raise me when my parents were at work over in Lincoln Heights, so right by Dodger Stadium. Early on, I had a lot of vestibular issues, so that was kind of like my first introduction to PT, not knowingly. It was a lot of balance because I had a lot of ear infections as a kid. So because of that, when I entered school, I was a little bit slower as far as my learning because of my motor abilities. Grandfather, who both of them immigrated here from Mexico. In the top right corner is my aunts and uncles on my mom's side, who's also helped a critical part in helping take care of me. Additionally, there's a picture. Following graduation, I went to the University of San Francisco, where I volunteered in the athletic training program. Physical therapy initially is a very difficult program to get into. It's very competitive. So at the time, I didn't feel I would be able to get into it, so I settled for athletic training, actually, where it kept me in and around sports, yet physical therapy adjacent, but physical therapy. And she would be remiss if I tell her all the time I wouldn't be able to, or I wouldn't be here without her ability to push me and make me better every single day and believe in me. I feel beyond blessed for that. Additionally, I'd like to say thank you to the CSUN faculty for allowing me this opportunity to be a part of this program, and as well as my cohort as well. Sorry, I'm getting a little emotional as well. You know, I'm very blessed to be here and be part of this program, and you know, I look forward to seeing what things I can do to make you guys proud.
Isabella Rojas, cohort 68, and I'm a second-year CSUN DPT student. I decided to go into PT because I think it's very fulfilling for human connection. I really think that the PT program really allows you to create a close-knit relationship between a healthcare provider and a patient. So whether that's reaching a common goal of having an artist begin to paint, or have a mom help pick up her child, or even getting an athlete to go back to their sport, I really think that's a fulfilling thing that I'm excited and eager to do every single day as a career as a physical therapist. So the Campanella Scholarship has helped me achieve a lot of goals. The first one being it's going to help me just relieve some financial burdens that I've had. I've spent a lot of my time working part-time jobs, either as a PT student tutor or working part-time jobs as a pet sitter all around the valley. So I spent a lot of early mornings at 4 a.m. walking dogs, and then spending my days at class. After class, I'll be a PT student tutor, and then after that, I'd work some long nights to take care of animals all across the valley. So being able to have this scholarship can help me have some time to study, help some time to really just appreciate the time of being a PT student and enjoying the journey. Scholarship means everything to me. I think the most important thing is that it's a reminder that my hard work in PT has really been worth my while, and that it's not going unnoticed. But most importantly, it's helped me increase my passions and been a really good motivator during this time. Because as a second-year student, sometimes you can forget your why, or like why you're doing and working so hard in school. So this is kind of like a motivator to help me keep pushing and finish it all the way off to the end. So, as I said, I'm Isabella Rojas. I also go by Izzy Rojas. I'm a second year at CSUN's DPT program. And this is a little bit about me. I've always been a baseball fanatic and a softball player since I was very young. So this scholarship is a very big honor. Growing up, I'm actually from Vallejo, California, which is a town off the Bay Area. And then I moved over here when I went to UCLA for college. So during this time, I was a pretty troubled kid, and I got into a lot of rowdiness and trouble back then, but there's been a few things while growing up that's really kept me grounded during that time. And the first one I want to share with you is my time playing softball. I started when I was 3 years old, and I've always enjoyed my favorite position, shortstop and catcher, just like Roxie Campanella. And when I was around 4 to 10 years old, I represented my city, and we played all around the state. And then around my high school time, I represented the state of California playing softball. That's a picture of me. Second thing, not sports related, but still very important and near and dear to my heart, is music, especially this old dusty saxophone that I kind of fixed up when I was a kid. So growing up, I really wanted to be a part of the jazz band in my elementary school, but I couldn't afford a saxophone back then. So my music teacher gave me one of his old ones, and I went to the local community music shop and learned how to screw in the keys and polished it up. And ever since then, I was soloing jazz competitions, playing my saxophone, and then being in the marching band as well. Finally here, most importantly, I have my family, new and old. On your bottom left there, that's my immediate family. Both of my parents came from the Philippines. My mom is from Pangasinan and my dad's from Manila, and they moved here, and I have three siblings. I'm the third out of 4 of them, and we're all first-generation college students. I'm the first one to go to graduate school, so I'm very proud about that. In the other bottom picture there, that's my DPT family. I always force them to do group hugs and pictures so I can post it on our Instagram because I'm our historian. But we all love each other and they're used to it by now. And on the top up there, that's my dog Roscoe. He showed me my love for animals, and ever since there, my love for animals has really been a part of helping myself financially, as I am independently financially supporting myself through grad school. This scholarship will bring me a decrease in financial burden. The most important thing is that it's kind of reignited my passion for why I started physical therapy in the first place. Going in my second year and at that halfway point, you kind of forget your why and you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel because sometimes it's a really tough program. But then with this scholarship, you kind of remember and you get that motivation to keep pushing, and not just to the end of physical therapy program, but in post-grad and to support many generations to come. So I wanted to say thank you to all of you for that, and thank you to my classmates and faculty. She's also a softball player, and she's also currently at UCLA, and she's also pre-PT track. So when she was a pitcher, I was her catcher, and then that picture at the top there is us in rival high schools where we faced each other on my senior night. So as much as she says that I am her inspiration for everything, she's really my motivation on why I do PT. So I can show her that no matter what obstacles we've been through or how we look like, as long as you work hard and you don't let anything hold you back, you can succeed.
My name is Robin Varghese. I'm a second year student at CSUN Cal State Northridge, DPT class 68. A moment in my family life that led me to, I was initially going on a different path. I was going towards pharmacy, and I had a moment in my life where it showed the importance of PT and how restricting it can be if you're bedridden, if you had a fall, especially if you're an older adult, and how liberating it can be just getting your autonomy back through movement and through exercise without the use of medication. That's why I switched into a career. The primary goal that I've set for myself was to complete school with as little tuition, as little student loans as possible, so that I can get to helping my family and helping those in need in my close surrounding as quickly as possible. My parents are immigrants here, and they took a lot of risks to put me in school, and I want to be able to repay that as soon as I can. And they are much older than me because they didn't have the, they had me when they were a little bit older. So the Dodgers, by helping me, makes that burden a little bit less for me so that I can give this. Receiving this scholarship, I was thinking about it. It is recognizing me, and it's given me so much inspiration and motivation to continue to work hard, continue to push myself, and yeah, it's good recognition for me, and I appreciate that so much. Robin, let's get started. So first things first, I just wanted to thank the Dodgers and the Campanella Foundation for this wonderful opportunity. Just doing this and making all of the effort to do this every year, it's mind-blowing. I would never ever expected to have this stage, this opportunity to talk about my life, and thank you for setting that or making that happen. So my parents originally immigrated from India. They came over here. I'm the youngest of 3 children. I was born in Los Angeles, and then shortly thereafter we moved to Oregon. It was a small town in the southern coast of Oregon, where I started my elementary school. It was an interesting experience because I was the only brown person in my whole class, and in that environment, I didn't feel any sort of alienation. Like they were very welcoming, and especially in a community like that where the winters get very harsh, and you need that community bonding experience to succeed, and they were very welcoming and inclusive, and gave me that understanding of the importance. So soon after, my father was getting a bit older, and he decided he wasn't able to continue with working. That made my mom the sole breadwinner of the house. So in order to cut costs and also to teach the children a little bit about our home culture, he decided to take us to India, where we lived there for a few years. India was hard. It was a totally different experience, a totally different environment. I had to adapt to a new culture, a new environment, new traditions, and also while only having one parent, right? My mom had to stay back to support us and financially. Although looking back on it, it's a moment that I cherish.
my name is Jesus. I'm the first year and my class number is class 69. I decided to go into physical therapy because I always wanted to work in the field of medicine, and I worked as an aide around a Spanish-speaking dominant area where I live, and I noticed that they've had trouble getting, seen by doctors and by physical therapists. So I want to be able to provide, care for them and for them to feel comfortable with a Spanish-speaking clinician. Scholarship has helped me achieve my goals because I am able to continue with school. As an immigrant, as a son of an immigrant, it's kind of hard to, have funds to be able to attend school. So this definitely helps me at least lower my debt for personal. I'm able to pursue my dreams no matter what obstacles I face in life.
Thank you.
So, let's see, a little bit about me. So this is me. I don't remember when this was. I think it was around like 8th grade. I was playing soccer, and that's my baby pic. So I come from Mexico. I was brought here when I was 2 years old. I live with my parents. Right now I live with my mom and my 3 siblings. I'm the oldest of 4. I'm from Oxnard. I don't know if you guys know where that's at, but that's closer towards like Santa Barbara, maybe like an hour from here. And yeah, I love sports. I love going to school. I love learning actually. And then a little bit about me. This is my family. I wanted to be a pediatrics doctor when I was young. Yeah, I got some practice in. Let's see. I always liked working with kids. I worked as an aide with Two Trees Physical Therapy in Oxnard, and I was known as like the big kids guy. Like, oh hey, you have a kid? Go work with him. I got my Bachelor's of Science here at CSUN in 2022. I also minored in Spanish. I played soccer and cross country. So I always wanted to work as like a doctor. That Dr. MD didn't work out, but I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for being able to attend this program. It was a difficult journey for me. And then I'm also grateful for being able to visit my home country in Mexico. That's my family, my madrina, and then all my tias. It was really eye-opening since I've never been there since I was like 2 years old. I don't know what's over there. It was a really eye-opening experience. It's really humble. Everyone's really nice. So it was nice to see everyone over there. And then I also volunteered for Life Rolls On, just like
Peña, first year at the CSUN Doctor of Physical Therapy program, and my class is class of 69. Initially, I decided to go into PT through my love of sports. I'm a big soccer fan and basketball fan, as well as baseball. But currently, my mother's going through terminal brain cancer, so my shift from PT has turned more into wanting to work with athletes to now kind of wanting to work more with people who are in so much pain that I want to provide some sort of healing for them. I want to be a source of inspiration to these people who are in so much pain that their life seems a little bit hopeless. Dodger Campanella Scholarship is a huge feat, and it's amazing because the money that I'm going to be able to get from them is going to go straight to my tuition, straight to books. There's a lot of apps and resources on the Apple Store that cost money, unfortunately. So with this funds from the Dodger Scholarship, I can pay for these resources so that I can increase my knowledge of physical therapy so that I can eventually help other people. Scholarship is an amazing honor, not only for me, but also for my mom. Me being able to tell her that, hey, your son is doing okay in this tough time is, for me, an amazing thing. I'm very proud to show that I'm able to excel academically even through tough circumstances. So for me, it really means a lot, and coming from the heart, it's thank you so much to the Dodger Campanella Scholarship and the LA Dodger Foundation for their help.
My name is also Jesus Peña, but I am not from Oxnard. So this is a little short story of who I am.
My roots come from Mexico. That right picture, that's my mom holding me up when I was a little baby. And my mom's from La Ciudad de Mexico, Mexico City. She came over here to the US when she was 30 years old through a teaching program. So she's been teaching at Los Angeles Unified School District, and that's where I come along. I was born in Pasadena, and I've been a LA sports fan my whole life, whether it's the Los Angeles Lakers or the Dodgers. I've been a big LA sports fan. And that's, as other people have mentioned, my family is also very close to my heart, and I would say these are probably the 3 people I hold closest to my heart. So in that left picture, that's me and my little brother. He's not so little anymore. He's 20 years old, and he's living up in San Francisco now. I'm just so grateful to have somebody where I can call whenever I'm, sad or anything, and somebody who will always have my back for me. In that middle picture, that's me and my little sister. She's a 6th grader now, and she's about to finish elementary school, and she's very excited because she's about to start middle school. And then in that, finally, but not least, my mother, who I refer as to my hero. Unfortunately, currently my mother is undergoing terminal brain cancer. And while this is a very tough time in her life and also our family's life, she is a source of inspiration for me. So I am from Pasadena, and as you guys have mentioned, with the Eden Canyon fire, I know some friends, family members, just community members who really were left with nothing, zero. Their whole house is burned down, and some people don't even have fire insurance, so they're literally left with nothing. So when all this was happening, I really wanted to find a way to give back. I partnered up with the YMCA of the Foothills, and they were awesome. We were able to gather so many food, so many clothing, baby formula, diapers to help a bunch of people who are literally left with nothing. We helped hundreds of families, and to me that was so beautiful to see people smile to receiving canned soup even. So that was pretty amazing. And then in that right picture, that's me coaching my little sister. I'm actually her assistant coach for the soccer team. Another beautiful thing, I used to play AYSO when I was younger, the same league she's playing right now. So me being able to assist coach not only a team, but my little sister, and mentor these girls to show them teamwork, show them how to respect others, how to communicate, life skills that translate from sports to real life. I want to mention a little bit about CSUN. I'm so grateful to be in this program. Just quick special shout out to Dr. Beck. She was kind of the first faculty member I told about my whole situation with my mother. I don't really like publicly saying these things, but I want to thank Dr. Beth and Dr. Eberhardt for their support. And just, these are some of the things I've done for CSUN. As Chui mentioned, the Life Rolls On event, I thought was a really amazing thing, helping people who have spinal cord injuries, who have never really been on a surfboard before, seeing their joy and their smiles on their face. It's a beautiful thing, and I think everybody should go out to one of these events. It's amazing, the laughter and the smiling, it's very contagious. I ended up leaving this event just feeling just a sense of happiness, and it was very beautiful. And then in the right picture, that's at the American Heart Walk. All of us, or a lot of the people at CSUN, we were able to raise $1,000 for the American Heart Walk, American Heart Association. And that's a really impactful thing as well. Joni Campanella, just the help you guys do for not only a student like me, but other students here at CSUN, and not just CSUN, but the whole Los Angeles area. I am very appreciative of that, and I will never forget this, this scholarship. Thank you so much.
My name is Stephanie Vargas, first year in the CSUN's Doctor of Physical Therapy program, class 69. Into physical therapy because when I was younger, I always would go with my grandparents to their healthcare appointments because they don't speak English. So I saw the need for more Spanish-speaking healthcare providers, and when I saw how physical therapists could really impact a person just with movement, not just physical but mentally, I knew it was something I really wanted to do. Receiving this award is such an honor, not only for me and for my family. My parents sacrificed a lot to come here to the US for me to pursue an education, and receiving this award makes them proud and shows them that all their sacrifices have been worth it. Receiving this scholarship means a lot to me. Relieving some of the financial stress, I'm able to spend more quality time with my daughter and focus more on my studies.
My name is Stephanie, and I want to start off by saying thank you to the Campanella family and the Daughters Foundation for providing the scholarship for me. It's really, I'm so honored to be here, and my parents have been bragging about this for like 2 months now, even to the neighbors. They just like, I've been telling the whole entire world about it, and they're just so proud. And to be able to apply the scholarship towards my tuition, I'm just extremely grateful for this opportunity and thankful for you being part of my journey. That's me when I was a baby. Just like Merle and Chewy, I am also from Oxnard. That's my family. My parents came here from Mexico, and they came here because they wanted me and my sister to have a better opportunity. So this is not only my dream, but their dream as well. I wouldn't be able to do this without them. They help take my daughter to school in the morning and pick her up from school. I'm just really grateful for them. My dad wanted me to be a lawyer because lawyers make good money, but it's not something that ever called out for me. That's my daughter, Arabella. As you can see, she's been a Dodger fan since she was born. The picture on the left is her receiving a math award at her school district, and on the right, her cross-country team got first place. And the reason why I first was interested in healthcare was because ever since I was in elementary school, I would have to go to my grandparents' medical appointments so I could translate for them. They don't speak English. So I saw that there was such a need for more Spanish-speaking providers. I wanted to kind of help bridge that gap. And once I started shadowing in physical therapy and I saw how movement can make such a big impact and increase one's independence and help increase their quality of life.